Just like last week, we learned the importance of assessing reading through those running records and other authentic activities. We have to know where each of our writers falls so we can differentiate instruction and meet their individual needs. Students and teachers should assess work consistently and often on a writing rubric, and this will allow growth and learning to occur. Earlier in the presentation, you saw that there were 3 different types of writing in an elementary classroom: narrative, expository, and persuasive. What I'm going to share with you right now is an elementary writing rubric for narrative writing. If you go online, you will see other rubrics for persuasive and expository, but we really need to teach them that you're going to be assessed differently depending on the rubric that you're using. This is probably the rubric used most frequently for narrative writing in classrooms, whereas persuasive writing and expository writing is usually done in a different setting, maybe not as much during writing workshop. And so those rubrics may be specific to projects that you're working on or prompts in a classroom. So this is the one I wanted to share with you today. First of all, you'll notice on the elementary writing rubric that down the left-hand side, you can see the 5 writing domains and the pictures that we used earlier. And I want to keep those consistent. Those are actually in the writing folder, they're on our writing bulletin board, they're on our rubrics. So for those kiddos that are really visual, they will see those pictures and know right away what they mean and what their job is in that area. Elementary writing rubrics are usually scored on a 4-point scale with advanced, proficient, basic, and below basic. And this is actually the student version of the rubric given in Pennsylvania across most districts. At least once a marking period, teachers should assess a student using a writing prompt or project, something they give everyone instead of self-selected writing, so you can really gauge how they are falling on this rubric. And this will allow you to see their growth across the marking periods. By using this rubric consistently and teaching students how to use this rubric, they can self-assess themselves and grow as writers. My boys and girls knew from the first month of school that these are the 5 areas that they'd be assessed on. We did mini lessons on each of the 5 writing domains often, and when they got consistent with them, they learned how to score themselves in each of the writing domains. They knew that at the end of first grade, the goal was to have a 16 on this rubric, and that's 4s or advanced in all of those areas. Now, you might look at me and say, that's not 16, that's 20. So in first grade in my school district, style was assessed but not scored. So truly, a child could score a 20, and we would talk about that, but style was not assessed until 2nd grade in my district, so the maximum score a child would get in first grade would be a 16. We still assess style, though, because it was an important component of writing that we worked on all year. But you'll see that it's there, and we're focusing on how do we get across that rubric to the advance through the school year. If you click on the rubric that is on this slide, it will take you to a PDF of it. If you would like to print it out, you may do that.